And for those of them on YouTube right now that can see us because you guys never cut the beginning, hi.
Hi YouTube. Hi YouTube. Give us money.
What's going on?
We're live?
We're live.
Oh my gosh, that's so dope. That's so crazy. New. It's not like we've done this 500 other times.
It's my second show, too.
So it's Charlotte's second show. Everybody say hi to Charlotte. It's her first time on the Monday show. The Monday show is infinitely more fun than the Thursday show. The Thursday show is more
I heard that's debatable.
Informative and educational. Well, it's for the kids.
Informative, educational.
The Thursday show
is, though.
has like, the Thursday show is like the touching side of it.
Yeah.
Whereas,
we show our humanity. Like we're real people. We put our pants on the same way everybody else does.
Marines are not real people. We
double
all
backflip, double back. We're real people. They count us in the body count.
That's true. It's true. We're real people.
Hurtful.
We're there.
Yeah.
Good God, right?
Yeah, I know.
Just
Charlotte just like with the hate and discontent. Yeah, this used to be an all Marine Corps show. But we decided to add the United States.
I'm wearing Marine Corps colors.
We decided to do like the Army didn't do, and on D-Day, and we've included our sister branch.
That's right. That's what we do
because we're nice.
Yep,
we're
Thanks,
nice,
guys.
Yeah.
You're so nice.
You guys need to be nice too. Grab that share button and smash it because everybody should see this absolute shit show that is American Grit because it's great.
10 out of 10.
Like, you should absolutely share. You should absolutely hit that share button like you're on meth and coke. Like just.
But we don't condone that.
I mean, I'd smash it.
We don't condone it because guess what tomorrow is?
We don't condone.
Guess what tomorrow
meth and
is?
coke.
We don't. But guess what tomorrow is? Sober October.
Sober October starts.
October.
Are you going to participate in Sober October?
I need to after the social.
Yeah, I need to BZO my life. Get back to zero. So.
If any of you out there are like, "What's Sober October and why do I do it?" It's for the entire month. People will do no I guess alcohol, cigarettes, or like weed or any other hard drugs, right?
It's sober meaning you're sober.
Nothing. It's not just. Well, I'm saying it's not just in reference to alcohol. It's everything that could potentially be classified. Some people even go so far as to say no caffeine.
So
that's a bit.
We're going to challenge all of you to get on board also.
So what are you gonna? Are you giving up just alcohol?
I mean, that's the only
You don't. Okay. Well, I'm just you don't smoke cigarettes, right?
No.
Okay.
No.
And then Mikey, are you giving up?
I'm giving up booze. Giving up booze.
Do you smoke?
When I drink.
Okay.
So if I give up booze,
cigarettes
will go too. Yeah.
I would like to be the lone guy out there for everybody that's not participating because who are you, unknown month creator people that are telling me how to live my lives? I'm not going to do it.
Well, we're also, some of the guys here in the office, we're also going to work in a push-up challenge where you do 100 push-ups every day.
I am also not doing that.
I mean...
Hey, tag me in. I'll do it.
Do you want to do it?
Yeah.
She's in.
I'm not going to do
Charlotte's in.
I'm not going to do it. People.
You know what, John? We don't want you to do it. How about that? You're not invited to do it with us.
Good. Speaking of things not being good.
Yeah, what's not good?
70th anniversary of China's founding as a communist nation is tomorrow. So that also starts off.
Oh, commies.
Oh man, Mike. You know what I hate more than commies? I would rather strap myself to an Apollo rocket, the Saturn V rocket, naked, and be shot out on a direct trajectory to the sun than be a communist.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
What about you?
I would rather have a Mylar hoodie made and just go hang out in 29 Palms and cook myself. Like a baked potato than be a commie.
Would you add anything to maybe enhance the flavor, or would you just be a raw, a naked baked potato?
I would do maybe.
Would you be a loaded baked potato or a naked baked potato?
I would go sea salt, maybe some olive oil.
Sea salt,
get that crispiness.
Any butter? Any butter?
Of course.
Any butter?
Everything's
bacon
better with
bits.
butter.
You've got to do bacon bits.
100%. Yeah.
Guys, while we're talking about the things that we would rather be than communists. I want you guys to call in. Our number is 214-666-6151. Go ahead and call in and let us know if you think anything is going to happen tomorrow between the Hong Kong protesters and the actual Chinese People's Liberation Army. While we're talking about this, go ahead and call in. Charlotte, What would you rather be than a communist? What would you rather have happen to you or be than a communist?
This is a little game that John and I play. Welcome.
This is our anti-communist game.
It's always on the spot.
On the spot, everything.
He never tells me he's going to do it.
I do know that I definitely don't want to see you in the nude writing anything ever. Ever.
Well, I think most of our viewers could get on board with that.
Yeah, they probably agree with that. Yeah.
I think that's fair enough.
Don't want to be an audience member to that. How
don't
about
want to be an audience member to that. Okay, so what would
you rather be an audience member to that than be a commie?
Yes.
There you go.
That's pretty bad. That's a good one. That is a good one. So guys,
that's good.
I will subject myself to that just so I am not a commie.
Yep.
Yeah. So the thing in Hong Kong has been going on for quite some time. It originally started out, for people that don't know, Hong Kong has a special sort of government because they were turned over to the British in the 90s, or from the British in the 90s, and they were allowed to keep some of the freedoms that they had as a British colony as opposed to the rest of mainland China.
Correct.
Now, what sparked all these protests is there was a bill that said that mainland China could try these citizens in this special government zone, this special little liberty zone, I guess you'd call it, for crimes that are, punishable on mainland China, but not necessarily so on Hong Kong. That's what led to everybody rioting. Why the riots have continued is because of the brutal treatment by the Hong Kong police force of the protesters. They went from, hey, this isn't cool, to, oh, now you're going to assault us. You know what? Screw it. All bets are off. We want full-on freedom. We want Second Amendment rights. We'll sing the United States national anthem in public. We don't care.
They're motivating, man.
And so a lot of people are thinking that tomorrow, Big China is going to take a hard swing at Hong Kong and say, hey, we've tolerated your bullshit long enough, and we're not playing this. You need to fall in line and get in line, or else we're going to come down on you even harder.
Well, that's a tactical error, man. Why would you want them to know it's coming?
Well, I'm not saying you do.
I do have a feeling Hong Kong might be like, come at me, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't seen that they have weapons like actual guns or anything, but I mean, if they did have guns,
do they make everything in China?
I'm just saying,
including guns.
Well, but the government heavily restricts people getting them or trying to steal them. Yeah. I mean, I remember when I was in a relatively cool Asian country of South Korea, they had to account for every single piece of brass because of the suicide rates, and that's in a free country. So just think what it's like, 80 kilometers to the freaking west over in China. Those dudes are super regulated on their firearms. Anything related to ammunition, casings.
Well, it's because it's commie.
Well, because they're commies, exactly. Yeah. So the question is do you think that it'll come to a boiling point tomorrow and they'll get hit? Because communists have never been one about surprise. They're just like, hey, we have 800 million people. We're just going to throw them all at you. Hope you live.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
I mean, I don't know. I think that if they do, I think the world stage will see them for what they are.
Yeah.
And I think there'll be a lot of people going to the aid. I mean, this sounds messed up, but it could be one of the most productive things for the protesters to be attacked like that.
Yeah.
It could heed better results, positive results.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I know exactly what you're saying. It'll be bad for them in the moment, but in the long run, their kids will enjoy the fruits of their massacre is probably what it'll be.
Yeah. Yeah.
Charlotte, thoughts?
I mean, one can only hope. I mean, there's a lot, because at the same time, man, if something like that goes down, I just have a feeling it's not just going to affect that area, of course. Sure. We're going to have to be like, hey, that's not cool. Put the banhammer down. And
somebody's going to have to do something. Yeah, absolutely.
So,
absolutely.
And with a few other things kicking off, like we're, talking about and whatever else, I mean, I just really see that not faring well for
China.
Our troops, for China, for, Hong Kong especially.
Yeah. Eric seems to agree with me on this, and I think you're on the same page as me as well. I think we all are on this. It's going to turn the world against China.
I want to play devil's advocate really quick. Is China's economy too big to fail? Imagine if this was a legitimate revolution that turned the tide.
I don't know if it is, man.
What do you think? Call in.
What's the transition gonna do? How bad of a hit is the world gonna take if China legitimately does this and the rest of the world says, okay, that's enough of this shit and we're all coming for you.
Yeah.
And then China just stops producing everything.
You got to think though, we've already kind of seen that they do take hits and they do come back to the negotiating table because we did it with tariffs.
Yeah.
You know, we did it with tariffs and they've already came back multiple times back to the negotiating table with us. So,
Yeah.
I mean, if that's just a few tariffs doing that,
Yeah.
what is going to happen with the rest of the world is like, that's it. You know
Guys,
what I mean?
give us your thoughts if you can. Call in
never know.
214-666-6151. We know some of you are on your lunch break. Don't play. Come on, call in.
Yeah.
We're
Like, it's
also
11
reading
a.m. We're
comments
also
and
on our
whatnot.
lunch break.
So
So something funny that happened today. I'm pretty like, this made me laugh. Well, Al-Shabab, that's what I call them. It's actually Al-Shabab, but I call them Al-Shabab because they're a bunch of boobs.
Al-Shabab.
Al-Shababs. They attacked a military base in Somalia that's known for housing our drones, and that's where we launched some of our drone attacks from. And they rammed a friggin' VBIED, vehicle-borne improvised explosive device, suicide, into the gate, and then hordes of holy warriors, as they named it, came flooding in. How funny is it though? Because there's also, and this just
It's not just drone pilot video gamers that live there.
It's some. Imagine going into this place, right? And you're expecting to see these bunch of nerded out Air Force dudes with protractors and pocket protectors, but then some De Oppressor Liber boys come out, and then
it's like, surprise, fifth group's here, whammy!
I mean, okay, I was like, he messed it up, but like, I wanted it immediately.
He wanted me to say whammy.
Whammy! Right?
Yeah.
Like, imagine that. Though.
literally,
Like,
there was a lot of build up to all of that.
Yeah.
And Mikey just was kind of like,
yeah, it was. I was like, we're gonna have to work on your whammy because you tried to build it up even more when I just needed the whammy, Mike.
All I'm saying is, man, they open up the door and there's like, I don't know, I don't know which group it was, but there's a group of
there's
special forces operators there.
Yeah,
who,
there's operators there that are training the Somalis on how to do this stuff.
They force multiplied that ass
earlier, like range day just came to them.
Yeah, range day. They're like, oh man, I don't want to get up at 05 and go to the range. They're like, good news, range came to us, boys. Like, let's do it,
dude. Yeah,
it's time to De Oppresso some Libers.
Yeah, right.
Let's do this, right?
Like they definitely force multiplied that ass.
Yeah,
So,
could you
good for
imagine?
them.
You just get off of this like nighttime raid, and you're in the bunk, and you're like, man, it's so much fun killing terrorist shitbags, and then and you know go off to dreamland, and you're like, man, I wish I could kill terrorists every day, and then all of a sudden you get awoken by this giant explosion. You're like,
is it my birthday?
It must be my birthday.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, so just so you know,
He throws off.
All the Al-Shabab guys got killed. So Al-Shabab is still currently, they're like, oh no, like we're still fighting, and the base is like, no, you're not. We like all of you are dead, and Al-Shabab's over there like, no, we're still fighting. No, you're not. You're all dead.
Every one of you has
all
been dead for hours now. Yeah.
So something that nobody cares about. Forever 21 files for bankruptcy. Hey, who would have thought that marketing to e-thoughts,
but like selling old army PTs was a totally good idea.
Yeah, it's a great idea, guys. It's like they got, you know how you keep that one guy in your office that you listen to and then you do the exact opposite of his advice?
Yeah, we do know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody's gonna get fired today. Anyways, it sounds like Forever 21 listened to that
Last
guy.
I checked, we weren't the ones going out for a row soon.
That's kind of want to do that. That's
No.
Why don't you? Yeah.
Nope.
Damn me for making a impact on veteran suicide. Oh, like what an asshole I
How
am.
dare you?
Oh God, what a horrible person I am. But yeah, it's like
Touché,
they listen to
John.
that.
Touché.
It looks like they listen to the guy that everybody else keeps around to do
Sure.
the exact opposite. He was like, "How about this?" And they're like, "That's a great idea, Bob. We should totally do this."
They're like, check it out, denim belts.
Yeah, This would be a great idea, guys. This is our new fall lineup. Shorts.
Really must have had an old Army Supply guy in there too, because he was like, "Hey, I've got all these old PT shirts laying around. Like, wouldn't that make a cool fashion?" And those of us.
Or it's some
really
midlife crisis
horrible.
dude. It's some midlife crisis dude who still thinks he's 21, making the calls, and
I wear forever.
that's like what happened.
I'm just kidding. No, I don't. I would never.
We got a phone call. We got a caller.
Phone call. They hung up. Boo!
Call back.
Call back. All right.
Okay.
So something new I did want to let everybody know. With the addition of Charlotte, we are expanding some of our social channels out to Instagram and Twitter, respectively. We've been mostly focusing on Facebook, so we will be not dropping this expensive mic on the frickin' ground. They called back. All right. Calls back.
Hey, caller, you're live.
What's up, caller?
Yeah, what's up, caller? Who is this?
Jacob.
Hey, Jacob.
What do you got to say, bud?
How have you guys been doing?
We've been doing good, man. Are you watching the show? Like, that's how we've been doing. It's live.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh,
All right.
All right.
So, what's going on?
Not much.
Not much. Just what do you think about China, man?
What would you rather be than a commie?
All right, Jacob. Well,
Jacob,
thanks
sorry,
for calling
man.
in,
Like, you
That
gotta be
was-
interactive a little bit.
That was,
Yep.
Hey guys, if you're gonna call in, it helps if you talk to us.
Yeah. You gotta have something to.
You gotta have something to say. You gotta have
Something
something
to say,
to,
Cognizant enough to talk to us,
like,
maybe.
Yeah, please do.
I know that wherever
Maybe you just
Richard
woke
is,
up.
Rich is laughing. I know
Yeah.
that.
I know that for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, everybody, thank Mike Barker for joining.
I just saw him.
Yeah, he's upstairs right now.
Oh, is he still
Yeah,
here?
I think he's still upstairs.
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
So just in case anybody's forgotten, like I know we plugged the Twitter. I know China's a big deal. I know Al-Shabab is a big deal.
Yeah.
But just to keep it fresh on everyone's mind, there was a billionaire pedophile who committed suicide while in jail.
Don't forget about that.
Yeah.
That still happened.
That still happened.
And we remember.
And you should remember too, because that's some weird shit, yo.
Yeah.
Like, that's weird.
Yeah.
That's not okay.
Just so everybody knows, we
like,
still
how
remember.
did you hear again?
Rhymes with Schmepstein.
Yeah, rhymes with Schmepstein. Oh, there he is.
Richard said that Jacob talks like paint drying.
Aww.
Damn, Richard.
That's savage. That's
Dude.
one of the most
Dude.
creatively savage things I've ever seen.
I mean, we want people to call in. We do.
We do want people
you
to
guys
call in.
to
Please call
in.
in.
But
Please
be a
call
li-
in.
like, don't wake up and like just start
Like-
dialing our number.
or do and just ramble incoherently. Like
Yeah.
even
mean,
that would be interesting.
But
I mean,
expect to
dude.
get made fun of.
You know, that's literally how I got a spot on this show is because I called in.
Yeah, he called in. Yeah. If you want to
Called
be
in, interacted,
on the
and they
show,
were like, hey.
call in
let's get
and
Mikey
audition.
in.
You probably won't get hired because I like the crew that I have.
No,
Yeah,
because
that would-
all you have to do is say that your name is hired, and you get
I'll
hired.
be like, what's your name? And he'll be like, hired. I'll be like, we're not falling for that. We posted that meme.
Yep.
It's not
gonna work
You
on that
can't
one.
do that.
That's how I got it.
So, moving
John,
on.
are you in the market for an aircraft carrier?
You know what? Given the current
I
prices
am.
of certain aircraft carriers, I think
too.
I might actually
You
be
wanna
in
go
the market.
halvesies?
Can
for
we go
one.
halvesies?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's
Yeah.
bust this
You
thing up
don't
into
even need-
thirds.
If you have between you and a couple of friends, 1.2 million. It's actually 1.275 mil, so
A
it's
little closer
closer
to
to
1.3,
1.3
yeah.
million. You can buy Brazil's only aircraft carrier. And
Dude,
I'm on board.
can you imagine the party barge?
No. Remember,
Fishing boat,
in the
man. Fishing
Constitution, Congress can issue you letters of marque so that you can conduct raids on enemy shipping and it not be considered piracy.
That's very true.
So how else better to do that than on a refitted aircraft carrier?
Oh, but what if I wanted to be a pirate?
I mean,
well, I mean, the Navy's gonna hunt you down and shoot you with some SEALs.
yeah.
Some froggy boys are gonna come and shoot you. Not them Deo Presso Libre boys. It's gonna be the froggy boys.
Yeah, once they're done getting their hair pretty, they're gonna squeeze trigger.
Yeah.
Fine,
You're gonna have
guess.
You're gonna have the faint smell of tea tree oil and then death.
Pirate for me.
Yeah.
Faint. I like that.
Party ruiners.
You always know when the seals will get you because the air will smell like tea tree oil product, and then you'll die. And then you'll die.
Patchouli snap.
Richard with the I have Pepsi points. Can I buy the ship with those? I would try.
I would give it a shot.
I would give it a shot.
It's
man.
funny that you're commenting on this, but I'm looking at you. You're right there.
Like, thanks for driving engagement, Richard. You're
doing a good job,
You're
buddy.
an A+ cast member of this show.
Yeah, you were doing a good job, man. Good job.
You should put that you were a production assistant on this show. That'll certainly rocket you straight to the top.
Yep. Perfect.
ABC will be banging down your door shortly.
So yeah, Brazil's got an aircraft carrier for sale, but it's their only one, which kind of means like, are they just giving up? Like they're just like, we don't really need.
Every other country in the world that's like somewhat friendly with America, they're like, why do we need a military? America will come, and that's kind of true.
It is true.
Like that's kind of true. Like we do.
Yeah.
We do that. Like,
well, I mean, what strategic allies are important to us, and that's diplomatic, relations and things like that. Absolutely, I get it. I would. I don't know if I would just give up on like my assets though. That seems like a bad move to me.
It's just funny to me because
Not
everybody
when there's
gripes
only
about our
one.
defense
If I had
spending.
two, maybe I'd
Especially
think about
for
it.
1.3 million. Dude, we know people who could afford that.
Yeah.
Drug dealers.
Yeah, like drug dealers.
The drug
can
dealers
afford
in
that.
Colombia are like, hey, this aircraft carrier guy, it's not that
Dude,
much.
guess how much? Guess the cartels are probably looking at that like, dude, we could stash a lot of stuff in there.
A lot of stuff in there, and then we could give it, air power.
You know who I bet would have bought that for his pedophile ring? Epstein. Yeah.
Betcha.
Yeah.
Betcha.
Oh, and there's the tie bag.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, there is the tie bag. Does it come with the air? Laura McFall wants to know, does it come with the aircraft? No, I think the aircraft are sold separately, Laura.
That's my mom. Hi, Mom.
But the great thing, Laura, the great thing about it, the aircraft being sold separately, is you can get whatever you want. You can get an A-10 from the Air Force and try and work it on there.
Yeah.
You can get a Sukhoi 37 from the Russians if you want, or you can get an F-16 and try and make it carrier based. You can do the sky's the limit with your imagination with your own aircraft carrier.
I actually saw an ad for an Apache helicopter that was for sale in Florida a while back.
Oh, yeah. You can get yourself your very own Apache helicopter.
Yeah.
And we all know how great the Apache helicopter is. It was made famous in the movie Firebirds with Nicolas Cage, where he's saying repeatedly, I am the greatest.
So, Mom, you guys get the aircraft carrier. I'll spring for the Apache.
Yeah.
Boom. Goals.
I'll just be infantry on it and save my money.
You just be infantry, meaning Mikey will just sleep in the bunks.
Yeah. Huh?
Mikey will just sleep in the bunks.
Thanks. I want to drive an aircraft carrier.
So something else that's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Right? We want to talk about powerful people getting away with stuff.
Yeah.
Crown Prince, MBS. I don't know how to say the full name, but it's the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia, right?
Yeah.
Mohammed bin Salman says, I did not order the killing, but I do take responsibility for the killing of Jamal Khashoggi. And the thing that makes me laugh is of course he didn't order it. He ordered someone to order someone to order someone else to order it.
There's 12 chains.
Yeah, there's 12 chains. He definitely ordered it, but there were enough chains down. He's like, look, I ordered
it's 6 degrees of separation.
Yeah, technically I'm innocent. I ordered it, but I ordered my orderly guy to order it.
I would really like it if someone did this winky face.
Yeah, it would be really cool if y'all killed this dissident for me. Not saying you should. Wink, wink.
Yeah,
wink.
right.
But now a year later, here we
oh my
are,
God.
hanging out in Saudi.
I hate Saudi Arabia almost as much as I hate commies.
We are still there, man.
Well, yep, we just sent some peeps over there, man.
Dude, I know, that. It's not like they've been getting all their weapons and all their officer training from us for years. You would think they could fight their own battles.
Yeah.
You would think.
You would think. Yeah.
World's richest country. I think they're the top. They're the number 3 spender on defense.
Yeah.
It's United States, China, Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
And you would think the third most, but nope. We got to go protect them from Iran, whose navy is literally a bunch of PT boats.
Yeah.
Like, are you kidding me, guys?
Maybe we could buy the aircraft carrier for Saudi.
No, I'm not giving them slapdicks anything. I hate them.
We've given them enough.
Yeah, if they couldn't do it with the billions of dollars of military tech
Still just
we already gave
acquire
them.
the aircraft carrier.
Yeah, I just want to acquire the aircraft carrier. That's true.
That's dude. I hate that guy so much.
Well, I mean, karma's there, man. Karma's
Dude,
a
I
son of a
hope.
bitch.
Oh man, the House of Saud should fall.
Well, we shall see.
So in Afghanistan, both sides, they just had an election.
They did. They
Just had an election.
Yep.
Yeah.
And both sides are claiming victory.
Yeah.
It's weird how that works with Afghanistan. It's like we've almost seen it somewhere else where there's been another fight in
same
Afghanistan
country.
and both sides have claimed victory.
Sounds
Mikey,
familiar.
Or
It sounds
continue
familiar.
to do so.
where did we
all
do
the
that? Operation Enduring
time.
Freedom 6,248.
Yeah, there's that one.
You know,
What is it up like 22 TAC 19 now or something?
yeah, 22 TAC 19,460. Yeah, like we've been there for a while. Guys, what are your thoughts? Who's gonna come out the winner in this election? The people, the Taliban, or one of these two jagoffs?
Well, I read an article about a guy who was punished by the Taliban for voting. They cut his fingers off, and like
that's a perfectly reasonable.
They cut his fingertips off, right?
Yeah.
So he went and voted again. He said, "Boop to you."
I
And
like
he goes,
that.
and I'm gonna use my nubs to vote
Yeah.
this time. And he did it again. He went and voted. So there's a lot of people out there. I think the Afghani people feel strongly enough about having their own piece of the pie, and they like the idea of democratic, thought processes and stuff.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna see. I hope we're gonna see a legit change for the positive in Afghanistan. I hope we are.
Yeah, because
That's what
all the gloves are off according to the United States because of the increased attacks that the Taliban was doing while we were all talking about peace.
Yep.
The Taliban kept attacking us, and the United States is finally like, "I've had it." Like,
Well,
That's why
this
we
is the
canceled- that's
highest
why we
number of
canceled it.
deaths this
Yeah.
year so far. This is the highest number of deaths this year for U.S. In a few years.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
So
and
Since, like,
correct me if I'm-
2002
you just
or
got back
something,
from that area not too long ago, right?
Yeah.
You were deployed over in that general kind of
CENTCOM area. Yep.
yeah, CENTCOM area, and is it getting better? Like when we pull back, is it getting better?
So, I can honestly say, after going back to Afghanistan again, 10 years later, it was the same.
It was the same? Yeah.
It was the same. Some of the stuff on the bases changed, of course. Bagram was a little more built up. Kandahar was empty, but for the most part, all the actions that were going on.
OPSEC.
No, it wasn't. Get out of here.
She knows
No, it's
OPSEC.
not.
I'm kidding. I know I spent all of 2015 in Kabul, and I was like, yep, same shithole.
Yeah.
Weird.
Not much has changed, but I hope it does, man.
I
really
hope it does
hope
too,
that.
man.
I do.
Like, I really do. Like, I feel like the Afghan people are caught in the middle of just bullshit.
Well, have been for thousands of years.
Yeah, they have been. That place has been the graveyard of empires for thousands of years.
Basically, since Alexander the Great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just been like bam, 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 and it's like,
Yeah.
I would hope that they get some peace soon.
yeah.
That's what I hope for them.
I have friends over there that I worked with, guys that I respected. Some of the most loyal, hardworking guys I've ever met in my life were there. And
I think any one of us still have friends over there.
Sure.
because
Well,
we're
I know.
still staying,
I know some people
Yeah.
that have since come to the States and are now
yeah.
American citizens and
Yeah,
whatnot. And
absolutely.
still, just very caring, very nice people.
Yeah.
Which rolls me into also the Houston sheriff
Yeah, man.
that was
that-
shot cold-blooded
That
in the
was
back of the
horrible.
head.
That was
Yeah.
horrible. That dude had done
Indian-
so much for the community.
Indian sheriff. So his nationality was he was an Indian Sikh,
Yeah.
and he was doing
Those dudes are
routine
so
traffic stop.
fucking great.
Yep.
And he was known, and I'll actually be publishing a story later today on AmericanGrit.com about it. But if you go on like the Houston County Sheriff's Office Twitter, you can see videos of him interacting with children and the community and how loved this guy was. And for him to be shot cold-blooded in the back of the head, man,
from
just
what I hear
absolutely
from all my
wrong.
Houston friends, like, yeah, he was an integral part of the community. Like, he was known throughout all of Houston. It wasn't just
Hurricane
like he was.
Harvey got the United Sikh Foundation or something like that. United Sikhs to literally, just provide tons and tons of relief for a lot of the city and whatnot.
Yeah.
So
it's a true loss.
Very big loss for the community.
The world is a lesser place because he's not in it.
Yeah.
Guys, that's it for our show today. We hope you enjoyed it. Check us out on Thursday. We'll be going live from a location. It'll be out at where?
At Texas Grounds Coffee in Helotes.
Yeah, so we'll be out at Texas Grounds Coffee in Helotes. And we'll be going live from there, talking about a really great veteran company, doing some great things in the community. We hope you enjoyed today. Check out Charlotte's new writing up on American Grit. Check out our Twitter. Check out our Instagram. Go like anything that Mikey's in. And as usual, hate me all you want because it's just my job. Guys, have a great Monday, and we'll see you on Thursday.
See you then.
Bye.